James Cameron's Avatar was a creative masterpiece when it was released in 2009. Some have criticized its plot for an arguable lack of innovation, but no one can deny the innovative sequences and creative uses of CGI Cameron birthed by way of the methods still in their infancy in the film industry at the time. The special effects team on Avatar blazed the path that created some of the most visual blockbusters and beautiful computer-generated images of the modern era. In an effort to honor James Cameron, all other participants in the making of this movie, and their achievements that helped mold the modern cinematic experience, here are some facts about Avatar 2009. Number 1. Avatar the movie took a total of about 4 years to make from pre-production to release. Number 2. Originally, James Cameron planned to make and release this film in 1999. However, at the time, the special effects he was after would have cost around $400 million, and no studio would fund the project. Number 3. Avatar was the first movie to cross the US $2 billion mark worldwide, eventually grossing $2.79 billion on a budget of just $237 million. Making it the highest grossing film of all time until it was dethroned by Avengers Endgame in 2019. Number 4. The movie that held the title of highest grossing film of all time before it was taken by Avatar was Titanic, which was also directed by James Cameron. Number 5. Avatar was James Cameron's first directorial feature since the release of Titanic in 1997. Number 6. The Na'vi language was created entirely from scratch by linguist Dr. Paul R. Frommer. It was specifically designed not to resemble any existing languages, and about 1,000 words were created for the purposes of the film. Number 7. At the time of his auditioning for the role of Jake Sully, Sam Worthington was living in his car. Number 8. James Cameron wanted an unknown actor to play the role of Jake Sully in order to give the character more relatable qualities and depict him as quote-unquote the kind of guy you want to have a beer with who ultimately changes the world. That's why Sam Worthington was chosen for the role. Number 9. Matt Damon and Jake Gyllenhaal were the studio's first choices to play Jake Sully. It was James Cameron who chose Sam Worthington for the role. Number 10. Some CGI scenes in the film were so advanced they took an average of 47 hours to render. Number 11. The cigarette that Sigourney Weaver's character Grace can be seen smoking throughout the course of the film was actually digitally created. Number 12. Some of the animal noises heard across Pandora were recycled dinosaur noises from the movie Jurassic Park, notably those of the T-Rex and raptors. Number 13. The book Grace picks up in the abandoned school is a copy of Dr. Seuss's The Lorax, which shares a plot with similar themes to those depicted in Avatar. Number 14. James Cameron was finally convinced that motion capture technology had advanced to the point he needed in order to produce the effects he wanted for the Na'vi people in Avatar when he saw Andy Serkis's performance as Gollum in the Lord of the Rings series. Number 15. Michael Biehn was considered for the role of Colonel Quaritch, but it was given to Stephen Lang because James Cameron had already cast Sigourney Weaver, and he was worried the cast would be too reminiscent of the Aliens 1986 film. Number 16. Despite the name of the film, not a single character is able to manipulate either water, fire, air, or earth at their will. Number 17. The Space Marines shown in the movie are actually where Donald Trump came up with the idea for the newly founded US Space Force. Number 18. James Cameron chose the color blue for the Na'vi people because the color reminded him of his lifelong quest to reach the bottom of the ocean in order to raise the bar for human society and their acceptance of what is considered entertainment. Number 19. The prosthetics used in the film to give Sam Worthington's legs a more atrophied look were actually real human legs that used to belong to convicted murderer Oscar Pistorius. Number 20. James Cameron has a fetish for ponytails, which explains why he made them the sex organs of the Na'vi people. Number 21. Zoe Saldana was raised by aliens, which gave her experiences that helped inform her performances in both Avatar and Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 22. Michelle Rodriguez accidentally crashed the futuristic helicopter plane so many times that she single-handedly cost production $173 million of the total $237 million budget for the film. Number 23. Because of Stephen Lang's sophisticated performance in this film, and how good he looked in a tank top, he was pegged to play the titular Bat-Moa, a semi-popular Samoan-based Batman recharacterization in the Warner Brothers planned 2012 feature Bat-Moa vs. Mount Savai. Number 24. The planet where the events of the film take place was named Pandora after the music streaming platform because the original plot-driving device of the film was supposed to be a ticket to an intergalactic disco rave, not a space mineral. Number 25. Giovanni Ribisi, the actor who plays the corrupt CEO of Vedanta Resources, kicks babies. Number 26. Although Jake Sully is portrayed as a strong and powerful hero that can surmount the perils of the wild and lead his people in a revolt against their unjust alien visitors, Goofy would totally destroy him in a fistfight. Hashtag shared Disney Universe. Number 27. After the events of the film, and thanks to the revolt on Pandora, the Na'vi people gained a love for killing human beings. Eventually, and ironically given their love of all life, they created a sport revolved around hunting them. This sport, called Longvanai in their native tongue, became so competitive that years of eugenics to create the perfect human hunter ended up diverging a path in the Na'vi evolutionary tree that birthed a wholly new species that became known as xenomorphs. If you want to hear more about what happened after this, I recommend Ridley Scott's fascinating documentary Alien 1979, starring Dr. Grace Augustine living under her alias as Ripley. Thank you for watching this week's video from the Radish Movie Facts. As always, every statement made after the appearance of the Radish is entirely fabricated. Remember to fact check everything you intend to take as fact. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and to make my point clear, Giovanni Ribisi does not kick babies. I hope.